This week we are celebrating seniors here on Daytime Chicago, digging into topics that affect older generations.
Whether you are transitioning to assisted living care, nursing care, rehab, or hospice, home buyer Jeff Buys Your House makes it easy to sell your home.
Yeah, their team is trained to help seniors during even the most difficult transitions. CEO and co-owner of Kendall Partners and Jeff Buys Your House, Jeff Neidiger joins us now with more. Thanks for being here, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you.
This is such an interesting transitional concept because you were telling us you guys are not just there to buy the house. You're there from point A to point Z, technically.
Yeah, we're a partner with the home seller from, like you said, all the way through. Not just a cash home buyer. That's like the simplest thing we do, but we're there to help you all the way through and make that transition smooth and simple. And some of these situations get pretty messy, as you can imagine. So we're there to help with the heirs and the family members and kind of come together as a team and help you all the way through the sale.
I think one of the big selling points is that the person who's selling the home doesn't have to worry about what do I do about cleaning up or cleaning out or even redecorating so that it makes it more appealing to another buyer.
Yeah, so you imagine living there for 20, 30, 40 years. We all accumulate stuff in our basement, our garage, and our attic. And now what do you do when it comes time to sell? Beyond the repairs sometimes are the easier part, but it's the stuff. And so it's we say, you take what you need and what you want, and we'll handle the rest. And it doesn't matter what the condition or the quality is. We kind of assess that and give you a fair cash offer and help you through the whole thing. But there's a lot of emotional and sentimental value attached to all this.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Yeah, this is one of the houses you recently came across?
Yeah, not every situation looks like this. But there are situations, again, where you accumulate 20 or 30 years worth of stuff, and now what do you do? And so that's a very overwhelming process, right, to be able to put your house in the market and do that. And for the ones that want to work with us are looking for the speed and the convenience and, like, can you help me work this whole thing through and make it easy on me? And we can provide all that.
And so you guys do this a little bit differently because then other companies out there, correct?
There are other companies out there, and again, we're not really competing with real estate brokers. This is kind of more of a niche market. We're helping to educate homeowners. This is a different way to sell if you want to so choose. I was just telling you before, like, we've got closing dates that we're purchasing houses months in advance. They've got closings in January, February, March already. So people that want to line a closing date up with something else where they're transitioning to a senior living or to a house out of state, how do we choose your date? So there's a lot of flexibility around that. You're in control of all that working with us.
But you also help them think about what comes after you've sold this home, correct?
Yeah. So people are saying, like, folks bring us into their house and the sale is the one thing, but then what's next? Where do I go? How do I get there? And so there's a lot of circumstances out there where we're helping not just seniors, but all types of sellers transition to an apartment. If you've lived somewhere, not everyone's moving to the next house. Some people are downgrading or moving to their last house, their last place of living. So making an introduction to a senior living place or whatever you might need, we've got relationships all over the place to help you with that.
And you said financially even you guys are involved because the equity's tied up in the home.
Yeah, a lot of times people don't have the cash to put down 20% on the next place or to prepay some of this rent. So we come in, step in with them and try and help them through the entire process. I see we got pictures of some of the houses we've purchased all over the Chicagoland market.
A lot of people might think, well, no one wants to buy my house. It's so old. It needs so many repairs. What do you say to people like that?
Yeah, well, we come into these situations and oftentimes they do need a lot of repairs. I would say people shouldn't get caught up on the condition of that. I mean, we come in and do a fair assessment, do a thorough walkthrough with them, and there's a story to be told all around these houses, every corner, every picture. We want to hear them, listen to them. We're patient, we take time, and then we'll buy their house, any condition, all the way from, like I said, with this type of advertising, we're all over Chicagoland, and it's been great.
I would imagine because a lot of people's homes, they mean so much to them. Do you guys flip the home, repair them, and then resell them? Is that how that works?
Yeah, a lot of times we are going to and doing those repairs and making it nicer. And then, another family gets to transition and be there for 5 or 8 or 10 or 40 years. So most of them go right back on the market eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what happens to all the stuff that you take out of there?
Well, that's a good question. So you imagine everyone kind of wants to comb through all this stuff, and I want that and I want that. But the reality is it gets recycled, it gets donated, and it gets trashed out. Some of the stuff needs to go away to the place.
Yeah.
That therapy that they were too afraid to do.
Right, 100%.
All right, Jeff, thank you. For more information, you can give them a call. Their number is there on your screen, or you can visit jeffbuysyourhouse.com.